Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 21 of Compact Claustrophobia, a mod pack by your hamster. So, last episode, I had big plans, and then I got a dose of reality. So, I did make two large maximum compact machines. And I am kind of ready to set up the Fusion Reactor, but not really at the same time. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to set it up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, middle, 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 middle. Perfect. Like this. I just want to put the reactor above the floor, which is why I'm doing this, and I can do this. Perfect. So this is the fusion core. Amazing. And then the fusion electromagnet goes like this around. So first you have the inner core. First you have the inner core like this. Perfect. Go all the way around. And now we're going to need to do a little bit of magic and go like this. And we're trying basically to create a gap where we're going to be able, where the fusion magic is going to happen. So all of this like that. Perfect. Okay, so this is the bottom layer and the middle layer. Then we're going to need the outside layer, which is the biggest of them all. Ooh, not this. Did I do it right? Yes, 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 perfect. So this is the outer ring, which is the biggest ring of all. We have two inner rings. We have the bottom inner ring, we have the top inner ring, and I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying anything. Let me just build this up quickly so that I can stop saying ridiculous things just to try and fill a silence. Okay, we're going to build a little step ladder, and we're going to go here, and basically we're building this kind of empty middle, okay? So now, oh, I should not have destroyed that. So now I can put the top layer like this, and technically some of these can be transparent. What does it take to make these transparent? I need glass. Not worth the effort. Sorry, I'm just tired with all the hockey stuff. It's almost finished, but it's a lot of hours. I have a regular job, plus the YouTube, plus hockey. I feel like I'm working 3 jobs right now, and I have to be careful because I know it's some people's reality. For me, it's only during the month of August and September. Okay, so this is the Fusion Reactor. But the problem is we have 96 of these electromagnets. And if I come here and I say 96 electromagnets times 200 RF, I need 19,200 RF per tick. But if I exit, oh, I done and screwed up, son. Yeah, let me just, oh, thank God I was able to get out of it. I kind of forgot that the spot was in the middle, the spawning spot, sorry. So let me just come back here and put that back down right here. Perfect. Okay. First off, let's put an entry point somewhere else, and we're safe. Perfect. Okay. So I kind of forgot that when we built this reactor, this fission reactor, sorry, that it was only producing 12,840, and this is full. And if I come back out here, these batteries are full because I've not been using that much power. So it's not been a problem. But I completely forgot that, well, it's not 19,000. So we really need a bigger reactor because I could build some battery, but I did some quick math, and basically the difference in amount that I need is way too high for the problem. On top of it, I only have right now 3 level of flux duct. We're we're using the Harden Everywhere, which is only 4000 RF. Or the Redstone Energy, we could use those, but these are 9000 RF. That's not enough. Well, technically it is. Okay, so I can explain. So technically, these energy cells have an input of 9000 and an output of 9000. So for this 19,000, I need 3 batteries. Why do I need 3 batteries? Because I need to have a combined output of more than 19,000. So if I do minus 9,000 minus 9,000, I'm still missing 1,200. So I need 3 batteries. And when I'm going to connect all of these fusion electromagnet, I'm going to need to make sure that I touch all of them. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000. And I'm also touching those. So 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 90, 92. Oh, already I'm above the max that the 9000 cable flux duct can do. But then I could go to Signalum, 16,000. But again, I would need to have a battery that has a higher output than 9,000. And if I want to upgrade my battery, I need to go to Signalum upgrade kit, which means I need Cryotheum dust. So I really think that at this point, this reactor will only work if I have a crazy amount of batteries. Like, I think I have 4 in total. I have 1, let me just check. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3. And then I have a 4th one, I think, in one of these rooms. I just don't remember which room. Don't worry, it's in one of those rooms somewhere. Oh, tree farm. Just going to go fix my tree farm. This is really annoying, these kind of, because when it forms these, it doesn't get any oak sapling, and the next tree grows over the leaves, and I'm running out of sapling. But anyway, that's not the point of today's episode. The point of today's episode is that that's kind of why I made a second machine, maximum compact machine. I need to make a higher tier reactor. And, ooh, I'm out. So let me just take one quick break. Oh, not this. I'm just going to put back some uranium grit because I cannot have this run out. Okay, perfect. And so what I was saying, wow, I'm all over the place. Sorry, guys. So I need a better fission reactor. Okay, so let me do the little switcheroo if I can find, how did I do that last time? Yes, image Windows capture. Yes, perfect. So I went to leu235.com and I said, I'm going to use a 13 by 13 by 13 room. So I said that the interior can be 11 and the width, the depth can be 9, because I'm tired of going in a room where I have no space to view the reactor and do things by the reactor. And I tried, so first I tried with 9. I said, let's use the max space. Let's go 11 by 11 by 9. And it was so crazy, the cost and resource. So what I decided to do instead is go layer by layer. So I started with 3 layers, and I said, if I did 3 layers, how much power could I get? I got 30,960. So I'm like, oh, this is great. And the difference is a bit expensive because we were using, what, 144, I think, casing, and now we're going to 318. So it's a lot more expensive. But technically, okay, when you're doing an 11 by 9, you're basically saying that The interior is 11, so to make a ring around an 11 by 9, if I remember correctly, since we don't have any corners, we need 11 times 2, 22, plus 9 times 2, 18, 30. So every new layer would be 30 more casing. That's really not that expensive, and to be honest, we're going to be able to reuse most of these things. Like right now, the lapis, do you see 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 12 lapis, redstone, sorry. We already used 12 redstone in our old reactor. 10, I think we use 16, so we're gonna need to craft some more. So whatever we do, just going up, I'm gonna stop this, and let's say, so let's just try and remember this. 318, 134, 114, 37. So if I went to a fourth layer, and I said run, now it's going to try a crap ton of different things, but see, we only went to 358, and we added a little bit of lapis and a little bit of redstone. All of these are going to normalize out at some point and going to get replaced by different things. I'm not quite sure why it starts with such different things, but in the end, we're not, see, more disappeared, more disappeared. This is getting simpler and simpler, but it's going to be that whatever layers we need to add are not going to be that expensive to add. So let's leave this overlay and let's go back. Let's leave the overlay, sorry, and let's go back to the actual game. So that's what we're going to do. So we did set up the Fusion Reactor like I promised we would, which is kind of a fake because I ended up not starting it. I do want to start it. And instead, we're going to concentrate on Chryotheum. And the reason we're going to concentrate on Chryotheum is that we're going to hit the Signalum upgrade kit, which is amazing. Oh, we're going to hit 2 milestones. We're even going to be able to go to the Resonant upgrade kit. I kind of forgot because Pyrotheum is easy to do. Oh no, Lumium gear. Okay, I didn't say anything. We're only going to get to the Signalum gear, but it's going to go from 18 million to 36 million. It's going to go from 9,000 to 18,000. So it's going to make the reactor much more possible. So today, let's just quest a little bit because I feel that we have been lacking in progress, and today I want to get this part done. So first things off, we need a, oh, I didn't read the quest. Fluid Transposer can be used for Blizz and Glow. Perfect. So let's come here and go with a Fluid Transposer. Fluid Transposer right here. Let's make, I'm going to make 2 machine frame. And reason is simple. I already know a little bit where I'm going because it's something I recently did in my other playthrough, well, in my test world. So I know where this is going. In my other world, I did start the Fusion Reactor without, but basically I built 2 fission reactors side by side so that I would have 2 sets of power, but that was too stupid, and I made Signalum plated fluid, like I made Signalum duct. It was just a nightmare, so I kind of decided if I was doing this to be as efficient as possible, this is how I would do it. So we need a Fluid Transposer, and we're going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove this rock crusher, put it right there, and I'm going to extend the power temporarily because I need to have access to some power and I just want to make it simple. So flux duct, oh, I'm out. So I'm going to be making some more flux duct like so. I shouldn't be making too many of those because we're quickly coming to a point where we're not going to be using those anymore. Although I say that, in some rooms where we're not going above a certain threshold, there's no reason not to go. So we need a Fluid Transposer here. And then next quest is very cool. No description. Yeah, it's so cool that it doesn't require a description. We need a Glacial Precipitator, which is the other thing I told you we needed the core for. So Glacial Precipitator, did I not make 2 machine frames? No, I only made 1. So this and a piston. And let's grab this Glacial Precipitator. Perfect. Let's put it here, and I do think that we have a water, yeah, we do. So let's grab a water source, put it there, and let's go. We're going to output to the left. Oh no, this is not output. I'm going to output to the left. This is going to input to the right. And fluid transposer. Ooh, no, wait. Okay, I'm going to remove those. Now we're stuck. We need experience. But oh, I'm going to read the quest first. So, very cool. Then chill out. No description. We need a snowball. And then it says, Chamber of Experience. Now without prying eyes. So we need a book. First off, paper. 1, 2, 3. Let's grab a bucket. We're going to have to, unfortunately, do the poo paper. So let's grab this and let's go in our poop injection. Oh, that's where the other battery is. I knew it was somewhere. Sorry, I just didn't remember where. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to give us a leather. So let's come back here and let's go with leather. Perfect. And let's just do the tome. Tome of Knowledge right here. We need a book. We do have a little bit of ender pearls, so that's not a problem. Now, the way the Tome of Knowledge works is you right click and the level disappear into it. So you can see 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you can fill this fluid transposer with the experience. Then you can put the snowball and voila. We're very slowly, you know, it's so slow. Let's just go like this. Boom and a boom. And let's go make some speed augment. Augment, like so. Auxiliary reception coil for the win. Let's make 2 of these. You know what? Let's make 2 more. I'm going to need them. Let's make 4 and boom, boom. Perfect. So now this is going to give us our first Bliss Powder. You know what? There's probably a quest for that. So let's grab it and let's leave the room. Dirt number 1, guys. Let's come back into the room. Pure Bliss. So that was the next quest. Nothing quite as cool as this. Bliss Powder. And then it kind of opens up 2 things. It opens up Chryotheum, but I don't want to go to Chryotheum for right now. This is kind of expensive. We made... Oh, okay, no, I just didn't reopen the... I was going to say we made 2. No, we didn't make 2. And I still need to input water. Okay, so each one of these takes how much? Let me just go check quickly. Each one of these... Oh. Wow, this is stupid. I can turn 1 Chryotheum dust and 4 resonant ender into 4 ender pearl. Whatever. Sometimes I see some recipes that are just crazy. Ooh, we can make Basal's powder. Anyway, we can make... Where's the recipe? Darn it. Where's the... Just one moment. Where's the recipe? There's 27 pages. Oh, found it. Okay. And 200 millibucket. But we only have 6,000. So this is something that's not necessarily sustainable because... You know what? I say that, but just one moment. I'm going to show you something. When it comes to experience, there's no mob to kill. But good old Minecraft mechanic still works. If I'm just going to leave 1 and I go here and I put this and I'm going to leave 3. I'm going to put 2 more. I'm going to put 4 in here and I'm going to replace the plank with 4 of these. Okay, so whenever you grab, like right now I have 0 experience. When you grab gold, you get experience. So this is a surefire way to make experience. In my other playthrough, that's how I, not playthrough, in my other world, my test world, this is how I got all of my experience. So this is a very clear and easy way to get the experience that you need. That being said, it's not sustainable. So that's why it's showing you a different way. A way for the inexperience. Experience is priceless. Therefore, a way to get Bliss for a price is useful. We need a fluid infuser. So we're going to need some plates. Because we always need plates when we're doing something with nuclear craft. And we're going to need a fluid infuser. Servo mechanism, like so. And machine chassis, like so. And then fluid infuser. So this fluid infuser, we're going to put right here. And we're let's read the quest first. Back. And then Bliss it. not advisable as popsicle. So it wants us to make a Bliss Rod. How do we make a Bliss Rod? With 5 Bliss Powder in a compactor, with a stabilization, or with 2 Bliss Powder and oxygen gas. You know what? This is super easy. Let me grab a tank. And if you guys remember, when I tell you that I set up something for the long run, it's always because there's a plan behind it. Now, if you followed along and did exactly as I did, you put a low tank in here because deuterium, see, it's still not full. But here, for the oxygen 80 bucket, you put a bigger tank. I'm gonna grab that. I'm going to put a smaller one for now. And let's grab this one and come back out of this room. And then I'm going to put this one right here, and I'm going to need a fluid duct because even though it's a gas, for them it's a fluid, which is kind of weird, but it works. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to grab a servo. You know what? Let's grab all 3 servos. I'm going to put this right here and an export and turn it on. And we're going to throw these 2 Bliss Powder. So these 2 Bliss Powder, and I have way more here. You know what? This needs to go faster. Max speed, Captain. So let's put some upgrades. Oh, I already have 16 of those. Can I make 16? You know what? This is one of those things where it's not going to work. Oh, yes, it does. Okay, forget it. 16 of those. So let's put 8 to begin because 16 is always intense. 80 RF per tick. Nope. 90 RF per tick. Perfect. And we now get some Bliss Rod. So every 2 of these with oxygen makes a Bliss Rod. Now that we have that, let's look what we can do with Bliss Rod. We take a Bliss Rod, and if we put it in a pulverizer, we get 4 and a snowball. So basically, oxygen is duplicating my Bliss Powder. So now I'm going to come right here and make a Pulverizer. Although the quest doesn't ask for it, this is honestly the smart move. This is what you need to do. So let's make a Pulverizer like so. I'm going to need a piston. And if you remember, I made 2 extra augment. Nope, I still need a redstone reception coil. Don't shift click. I don't need 64 reception coil. And oh, I'm missing an upgrade. So upgrade, let's just make, nope, not this kind of upgrade, this kind of upgrade. Let's make 1 more of these upgrade. Perfect. And let's move this, let's move this, and let's move this. So we're going to put this, I know it's ugly, but how do I do this? Is there a cute way? If I put it, oh yes. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I have a problem with the morphing tool. It's not consistent, and I don't understand why it's not consistent. So here's the idea. I'm going to remove, see, now it's not permitting me. I'm going to remove these 2, and if you remember, oh, derp again. That's 2 in this episode. Okay, so if you remember, I made some item duct that are, oh, not here, item duct. I made some Signalum plated item duct. Apparently I don't have enough. I'm just going to make some more so I can do this. I can go boom, boom, boom. And these are now connected, and I can put a item duct. I still need an item duct. Item duct, like so. Right here. And voila. I need to disconnect these 2. Okay, so now I need to extract the Bliss Rod. So I'm going to put a servo right here and turn that on. So I'm extracting the Bliss Rod to here. Oh, I'm going to need to set this one as an insert and this one as an output. And this is going to throw back the result and come back in here. So this is getting power, and it's going to be the extract. I love these Signalum plated item duct. It's a lifesaver. So let's just see, they're leaving. Travel, 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 travel. Goes in here, and these 8 are now going to become 4 Bliss Rod. And we now have multiplication of stuff. And you know what? I need a cache. Do I have a cache already made? Nope, like this, a cache already made. Yeah, this one's empty. So I'm just going to put that right here. and I'm going to set this upstairs as the output for the for the snowballs. This is never going to get full. Well, never. This is going to get full way before we're going to run out of oxygen gas before. So this is now working and producing, and now I just want to go do something quickly. Giant cubic. Okay, in the cubic. So this whole apparatus is going to stop when the hydrogen gas gets full, because this 2 tanks are going to get full. So what I'm going to do, just hydrogen is top right here, this one. I'm going to set this one to void excess, because right now hydrogen is not the problem. Deuterium is going to be the, and you know what? I'm not even going to take chance. Just going to upgrade that one. Yeah, that's going to take a very long time before it fills out. And I should also upgrade that tank. And now I need more upgrades. Darn it. 52 buckets already. Okay, that's really good. Anyway, gonna have to set that up to export. I'm not gonna leave this Bliss Powder set up here. You know what? I should have moved. Okay, in the time lapse, this whole setup is gonna go in there. The reason I wanted to do the setup here is that this part is temporary. Now that this part is done, I don't care anymore. I took back the experience. I'm gonna grab all the snowballs and I'm gonna go. No longer need that. No longer need that. Perfect. So if you're wondering, why did I make a fluid transposer and reinforced it? Well, I'm going to need this fluid transposer to make my Redstone Fluxduct. So this is going well. So at some point, here's what's going to happen. At some point, this is going to be completely full of Bliss Powder, and this is going to be completely full of Bliss Rod. And what I want to do is I'm going to have to move this a little bit, but I'm going to set it up so that Bliss Powder always come to this first, and as a secondary route goes into a cache, so that we can start making more and more and more of these. Or alternately, you know what? I can do the alternate right now. I don't think it's a big worry. So cache, like so. Cache like so. I need to make a cache. Oh, no, I can craft a cache. Let's just craft a cache. Just give me 1 second. I have to answer. Okay, sorry. Someone was trying to get in touch with me. Okay, so let me just make a cache. Like so. And let's put the cache right here. And what you can... Oh, this is not extract though. So if I do this and I say like this and I say round robin, it should send some to this and some to that. So let me look at it. And you know what? I need some upgrades, but follow it. Goes downstairs. The next one should go up. Let's go. Next one should go up. Yes, perfect. So every single Bliss Rod breaks into 4 Bliss Powder. So 4 is going to go down here, and 4 is going to go up here. The 4 that goes up here, 4 will become 2 Bliss. So 4 more. So 4 more in here and 4 more in there. So now we should have a stable setup where this should not fill ever. Because basically, whatever it's making, it's sending here, and whatever's in here is going here. So this will always be kind of empty and getting the next one. And while we're here, we 3 times. Perfect. Wireless crafting grid. Let's just make the upgrades. Let's make one of these, start, and one of these. No, one, start. Perfect. Let's grab those and let's upgrade and faster. And now look at this. This is amazing. Okay, so now we're on our way to making a lot of Bliss Powder and Bliss Rod. And this, see, this is now filling. So this at some point is going, oh, it's filling because we're out of oxygen. Well, I'm gonna have to move that setup. I said that in the beginning. So for now, let's grab 16 of these and let's come here and say these Bliss Powder, like so. I'm going to need some snowballs, like so. Are becoming Chryotheum dust, 16. and that's another quest. So now we've unlocked all of this, and what's stuck now is glowstone. That's why we're going to have to prioritize that really soon. But now that we have Cryotheum dust, we can finally make Signalum. So let's just make 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And let's go and make 4 of these. I said 4 of these. And now I can use those to go boom, boom, and boom. And where's my other room? Cubic, resource, arc furnace, tree. Oh no, it's in the poop room. Yes, right here. And this. So now we have a lot more power and 16K. So now technically, if I boost my reactor to a bigger reactor, I'm going to be able to just extract from these energy cell enough power at a time, because I'm going to split it in 2. I'm going to make it so that I have 2 power line. I'm just going to show you quickly. This is not the right power. It's something I'm going to do in my time lapse. But I'm going to go and I'm going to start from the internal ring like this and connect all of those. Again, not with those. And I'm going to make sure that the power is equally split between 2. And what I'm going to do, so let's imagine that this is a battery. I'm going to put the battery right here like this. And this is not an axe, I know, I just don't care. So I'm going to go output from there, and I'm going to connect stuff like this. But, come on, like this. More like this, perfect. And like this. So I'm going to be outputting from the battery on 2 sides, and I'm going to be able to do 1/4, 1/4, because I want to make sure that the power flows well. And I'm going to have a battery on the other side below where I'm doing 1/4 and 1/4. So this is not the right level. I need to be up here, but this is how I'm going to power all of this with batteries and with the Redstone Fluxduct. Because if I go to Redstone Fluxduct, these can do 9,000. So 9,000 from one side, 9,000 from the other side, and let's be fair. I'm saying that, but that's not really what it's going to be. If I go back to my math calculator, we did say that it was 19,200. We're going to divide, plus 0. We're going to divide that by 4. All we're going to need is 4,800. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Times 2 is 4,200. That would be 1/2. Then all of these would be a second half, and the same below. So I'm going to connect it smart, and then we're going to have our new reactor. I'm going to connect the reactor here and not outside. And the reason I'm going to connect the reactor here is that when I do the startup sequence, I don't want anything else to be sucking power. I don't care about resource. I don't care about anything else. Technically, I'm going to have 2 batteries here. So I'm going to have 2 batteries here containing 64 million RF. It should hold us off long enough till the fusion reactor is started. So in my time lapse, and now I'm talking about the time lapse because that's what I'm going to do. In my time lapse, I'm going to set up I'm going to put an image in the beginning of my time lapse of what resources I need for my bigger reactor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this normal compact machine to a maximum compact machine, the second one that I have here, and I'm going to start building the reactor for with the 3 levels so that I output enough power. I need to be power positive. I don't want this to screw up. By the way, I just noticed something. If you remember, I was always looking at the LEU fuel here and being like, this is good. And I would come here and I'd be like, why is this empty? How is it not accruing? I never quite understood why it was not accruing. It is. It's just that I did something, and that's why I don't want to be stuck like this anymore. Do you see here? There's kind of a cache. Well, I have 579 LEU fuel. And that's why I don't want to be stuck in here anymore. So the idea is that my reactor is I'm going to take this like this, and I'm going to come in here, and my reactor is basically going to limit itself to like this, like this, like this, and it's going to go up to here. Or is that what I said? Wait, so internal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, till here. So that's what the reactor is going to look like. It's going to go up to here, which means that I'm going to have all of the space in front of it to be able to deal with it. Because honestly, I did some calculation, and once this is done up to the top floor, let's say I decided to do that. Let's just take 2 minutes because I'm kind of not, like, it's not a super long episode. The highest I can go is 11. So let's stop the simulation and let's go to 11 and let's run the simulation. So if I decide to do that right now, right off the bat, 100,000 RF per tick. And that's not even like run through all of the permutation, but look at the number of casing. What I mean by that is we're going to be able to add, whenever we start having power problem, if we ever do, we'll add a second layer and a third layer and a fourth layer, and we'll add as many layers as we need until we max it out. And if we max it out, then we can start another one. But that's the idea. So that's the game plan. Now going back here, so that's what I'm going to be doing in my time lapse. In my time lapse, I'm going to be preparing all the material and crafting that super big reactor. And once it's all ready, I'm going to tear down, once I have all of the material that I know that I need, I'm going to tear down this reactor and bring it all in this one, and I'm going to be making the big reactor that we need, which means that the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to get this fusion reactor started, and while we're waiting on this fusion reactor, we might experiment a little bit with some side quest here. But we're quickly going toward diamond, and then we're going to be able to break out. But once we break out, it almost feels like then the quest is going to start, because we're going to have to go into other planets. And secondary, we're also going to have to start the challenges. I'm probably, see, the moment I unlock the bedrock breaker, the next episode is going probably to be setting up these, because we're going to need to start working on these challenges sooner rather than later. And by the way, if you guys have been paying no attention, this has been growing red. And if you don't know why, it's super simple. If I come in my resource room right here, I have this reinforced cache with iron grit that's completely full, and I haven't upgraded it because I can upgrade it. Oh, I can upgrade it now. So if I go to upgrade, I'm going to finish on that, but that's why it's filling out slowly. And at some point, it's going to completely congest my system. So if I do this and I go back in the resource room, now I can slap this on here, and I'm going to have to export. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an exporter, and I'm just going to disconnect this, and I'm going to set up an export to go into the cache to export all of the extra iron. The reason though it's okay, and I've been keeping this on, because if you guys remember, I'll go back one second. If you guys remember, what I did in here is that in here, I made it so that the top one is always constantly on iron. And an argument could be made that I don't need 5 on iron, but I really do not know how much iron this quest is going to take. I'm assuming a lot, so what I'm probably going to need to do is I'm going to probably need to craft like use this room to send thousands and thousands and thousands of iron through and just cook them. Maybe make a second one just for iron, where I'm going to be processing all of that iron into iron block. It's the only one that I want to cook. Like, I've been cooking the gold as I need it, as I've been saying. Look at this. I had 0 level of experience. If I do these 4 stacks of gold, I now have 10 level of experience. So it's a really good way of getting experience. But what I was saying is that I need the grit for a lot of crafting and for different recipes. So that's why I've not been cooking everything. But for the iron, I'm going to keep like a cache of iron, 20,000, and the rest I'm all going to transform into block. So I have a lot of work in front of me, and that's why I tried to make this episode smaller, because I need to prepare the bigger reactor so that I can be ready to start the fusion reactor so we can get to glowstone. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.